Alright, so I am about to put on one of Amber Show's videos and listen to that in the background. Actually, I might just do that on my laptop so that y'all can body double with me while I clean my counters. That sound good? Alright, let's do it. Alright. Oh, excuse me. Like, I love a good palette cleanser. Okay? And videos like hers, how do I do this? I'm gonna have to just make another clip and put it together. I'll be right back. I gotta hook this up to my laptop. Okay, I've run into a slight snag. I realized that I needed to plug my laptop in because whatever, but I'll be in the kitchen. Also, it's too big to be having it in the kitchen so I can actually look at the screen, because my favorite part of looking at her videos is looking at the funny. Well, she is kind of funny sometimes. I like her. I like how silly and goofy she can be. But no, it's looking at the beautiful things that she buys and like her, like, I love this, just her just being her happy self, and I can't see it. So it's like, it's part of the full experience, and I can't do that with it in here and my speaker in there. So I'm thinking a podcast. Let's go with, I don't want to play all, what the hell? No.
Well, hey, in that case, let's just kick it right off there.
No, is this the first episode? No, you're starting at the end? Are you dumb? I was on like episode... What? Where the fuck are the rest of their episodes? What? Okay. That's annoying. I mean, I want to do, I do want to put on a podcast, but like my friend's, podcast, my friend Caboose, YouTube doesn't have their entire thing. And I was only on like episode 3, and they only got episode 160 some or something like that. It's dumb. They don't even have half of their episodes. It's just dumb, because they started this podcast in like 2017, 16, something like that. It's been a minute. I need to catch up. Like, come on now. So annoying. Let's do Head on Fire. No, bro, you're too loud. Hold on. Because you're probably doing the crap with the thing where you do the... Hello? What are you doing? What? From the series. What are you doing? Okay, yes. What? Yes, thank you. Okay, that's better. Okay, I watched those two. What? I already watched that, but oh wait, no, it is showing that I watched it. Bone 23 down. Yeah. What is Math Drag? That sounds interesting. Let's do What is Math Drag? Okay.
Hi Santos, thanks so much for being here on Head on Fire. Welcome. Thanks so much.
Hi, thanks so much for having me.
I am so excited to speak with you. I have been a fan of yours from afar, which is kind of strange because you talk about something on your social media that has terrified me for decades now, and that is math. People that don't know you or your content, tell us a little bit about yourself and what it is that you do.
Sure, so I'm a drag queen from Canada. I was on the first season of Canada's Drag Race. But outside of drag, I was a math student at the University of Waterloo. I have a math degree, and during the pandemic, I started posting videos on TikTok, just doing math riddles and talking about my math homework dressed in drag. The videos really blew up, and I think ever since then, people have just known me as the math queen, the math drag queen. So I've sort of just made it my shtick, really. I have just loved math and drag kind of separately for so long, and I just like spreading my passion for education and to spread my favorite subject to people, because I feel like lots of people, they are like you and they have this idea of math, and math sort of has a bad reputation. So my message is to share to the world, no, math doesn't have to be so hard and frustrating. Math should be kind of fun.
I love that.
So I actually want to start there with you because I feel like I share a kinship with you and that we are both very passionate advocates for subjects that typically get maligned. I feel like, so I'm a poet. I really pick up a bunch of poetry, and I feel like when you tell people that you write poetry, the first thing is, oh, I hate that. I hate poetry, or I don't understand poetry, and that's, you know, I get lost it.
I love poetry. I just can't write.
Yeah, I totally get it. In 8th grade, you read Robert Frost and you were told, well, that great poet died 50 years ago. And
No!
behind 17 layers
Not
of double entendre metaphor and all of that. That's not true.
That's not true.
It's a wonderful living, breathing organism. And I'm sure that something is similar for math. When you say, oh, I have to read math, or oh, I'm the math queen, do you get reactions like, oh,
Probably.
I hate math?
Oh, all the time.
All
I
the
feel
time.
it's similar to poetry in that the way that it's taught in schools is not the same thing that made me fall in love with it. I liked math when I was in school. I liked memorizing my times tables and
I did too.
the right answer. But that's not really the thing that made me think math was elegant and beautiful. It was doing higher levels of math in university and taking math contests that I started to see, oh, actually math isn't just about plugging numbers into a calculator and getting the right answer or solving for X.
Math got us to space,
About
bitches.
creativity and problem solving. And sometimes there's not just one correct answer. Sometimes there's many different ways to do it. And when I saw that element of creativity, that's the thing that got me hooked.
No.
What was the first moment where you realized that math was part of a greater creative field and it wasn't just, you know, your times tables?
I think when I started learning about proofs and seeing how there's like multiple ways that you can prove something, and it's not necessarily just one correct answer, it actually took a little bit of creativity. And you can compare proofs. Sometimes you can prove something with like 10 pages of work, or sometimes you can prove it with just a simple diagram. And I think that's the element that you can start to talk about the subjective aesthetic beauty of it, and the elegance and the purity of math that mathematicians go on about.
A lot of drag queens do end up going on to write books or to, you know, produce other kinds of content or something like that. But it's usually centered on something that people typically associate with drag. You know, I'm starting a makeup line, I've got a new single coming out. You have a book coming out about math? Is that right?
Yes. It's called Math and Drag. I have it right here. It's with Johns Hopkins University Press. And I initially set out to
Look at you,
just write
it's
a math book.
University Press. Are you the first drag queen that has been published under a University Press? Because that's amazing.
Maybe, I'm not sure. But yeah, it's funny because I set out not even really wanting to do the book about drag.
Sure.
Because if you watch my videos, I do just talk about math. I'm not like on there talking
I'm 100% sure my laptop is about to crash.
Sometimes I am like that, but I really do just like talking about math. And I guess my videos, since they have a visual element to it, you get to see the drag while you're hearing about math. But my publishers were like, oh, well, since this is just a book, you have to sort of give us the drag also through the words. So I had to figure out how to sort of infuse the visual aspect of drag onto your page. So it ends up being a book that's much more than just math. It's also about queer history, my career as a drag queen, my life.
I love that.
And all of those things interweave with math lessons.
You really, what I don't think people realize is you really do join a rather storied pantheon of queer mathematicians. With queer people, I mean, like, I don't know that we would have cell phones. I don't know that we would have won the wars that we did. I mean, you know,
We wouldn't. I knew it. It crashed. Fucking knew it. sad face. I hate this laptop. I hate it. I absolutely hate it. I'll be back.